Hi folks, welcome back to Whiskey with Wes. Today we are gonna make one of my favorite cocktails of all time, a sour. We're gonna make very specifically a whiskey sour, but important to know, sour is a whole category of cocktails. A sour is typically some sort of booze, some sort of sweetening agent, some sugar, and some citrus. So you might know another sour that is rum and lime and sugar as something called a daiquiri. Another sour with tequila and orange curacao and lime might be called a margarita. All these parts are very substitutable, but today we are gonna make a whiskey sour. This is Whiskey with Wes after all.
Now, we are gonna use egg white in this cocktail, but remember, it's not necessary. This is still gonna taste wonderful without it. The egg white just sort of elevates the cocktail, makes it a little more luxurious. So we're gonna take it, score it gently to give a nice place for the egg to crack it, and just sort of flip it back and forth gently to keep the egg white and lose the yolk. Now, for this one, we're gonna use bourbon. I like to make whiskey sours with bourbon. It's a little softer and more caramely. So we're gonna use a good 2 ounces of this, a little bit more than a shot. So get a nice fresh lemon, and we're gonna juice in about half of a nice lemon's worth. But in this case, since we're measuring it, it's gonna be 3/4 of an ounce. And then the last ingredient is gonna be some simple syrup. It's a very simple mixture of equal parts sugar and water. You can heat it to dissolve the sugar, of course, that speeds it up, but you could just stir it, whatever you need to do to get the sugar dissolved in water.
And that's everything. All we have to do now is shake it. And the reason we want to shake this cocktail, you want to shake any cocktail that's got some juice in it, some dairy in it, or some egg white in it, or egg of any kind, that just emulsifies, it frosts everything together, it really incorporates it. So let's shake it. We'll add a little bit of ice. Don't be shy with ice. And the great Harry Craddock says, when you shake a cocktail, you want to shake it to wake it up, not lull it to sleep. So go ahead and get after it. When I see the frost forming on the outside, I know I've shaken it long enough. Got our chilled glass. You can serve this on the rocks if you like, but I think the presentation in a glass up is really nice. And again, you're gonna notice this really wonderful froth. There we go. We have a whiskey sour. Enjoy. Oh, that's pretty good.